This video will show you the resources, some of the resources available at astronomy.gpclements.com. Astronomy.gpclements.com. So, viewing this site, the link that is in the larger font is the one I want to go to. So let's start with that. Again, some warning about safe viewing, and then there's some links for NASA, including the link where NASA will be hopefully broadcasting good video and pictures of the eclipse. You should try this site in advance, make sure it's going to work on your particular browser. In preparing for the eclipse, this site has a nice zoomable map, so I'm gonna go to this one and keep the other one open. But here's our NASA Eclipse website. If I scroll down just a little bit, we have Google Map. So click on Google Map. Get to this page and it says Eclipse Interactive Map. So I want to go there. Eclipse Interactive Map. Now I can drag this map around, and I'm going to head for St. Joseph, Missouri. I'm not sure where the airport's located. It's St. Joseph, Missouri, so we'll just click right here. Anyway, wherever you would click on the map, it'll tell you latitude and longitude of that site. It tells you how long the moon will cover the bright photosphere of the sun, so 2 minutes 38 seconds, and gives you the timing. So St. Joseph, Missouri is in Central Daylight Time, so that's 5 hours earlier than Universal Time. So the start of the total eclipse, then, if I subtract 5 from this, I get 13:06. 13 is 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so 1:06 in the afternoon and 27 seconds, the eclipse would be starting there. So if I want to go to someplace else, then we can do that. Come back, and it's going to be a big eclipse viewing party in Beatrice, and 2 minutes 35 seconds, and again 5 hours subtracted here, 13:02, so 1:02 in the afternoon is when the eclipse would start. And go up to Omaha. You can see Omaha is outside of the band of totality. So downtown Omaha, and 98.5% of the sun would be covered. You must use the proper solar viewing glasses that block almost all the light of the sun to protect your eye. You cannot look at the sun at all from Omaha. You need protective viewing glasses. So that's that site. Let's get back to our page here. So MrEclipsecom. And if I go ahead and click on Nebraska, there's various things about Nebraska there, giving you a graphic map of the coverage, when things are going to happen, a description of weather prospects in Nebraska. And I'm going through that fast. You can do this on your own, and some events that have been loaded onto the page. And you can do this for other places in Nebraska as well. Again, if there's a map here, so if I go to Grand Island, it'll give me at Grand Island the start of the eclipse. So 2 minutes 34 seconds would be the time. This time is not, well, they've already converted it. This is Central Daylight Time. So the start of the eclipse would be just shortly before 1 p.m. So good resources there at MrEclipsecom. The other one and the last one I'm going to really focus a lot on is this Eclipse Countdown. So if I click on that, this web page wants to know your location. If I let it do that, wherever you are, the GPS or the internet IP address will give an indication to this website where you're located. It will calculate for you how long it is till the eclipse, and I am in Omaha here, so 98.87% obscured, and this will run on a smartphone. And you can have it talk to you, announce these special times, and give you alert as to when things are going to happen, count down the final 10 seconds. So while you're watching during totality, the final 10 seconds, you'll know when to put your solar viewing glasses back on, so your eyes are protected when the moon starts to uncover the sun. That's a Facebook page, Wikipedia with the eclipse information, Astro Society, Eclipse 2017, some weather information. Again, the Eclipse Path, and I will go into this one. So you can get some information on cities that are in the Eclipse Path, and in your area you may know the place to visit. So Nebraska here, and at the bottom here of the state paragraph or state section. So I click on that and I get information about communities. The ones in bold have something posted about them. So I'm going to click on Beatrice, and tells what's happening for the eclipse, when the duration of the totality, when totality starts. Gives a little map, and then some of these have information from the city that, here we go for Beatrice, so eclipsebeatrice.com, and you can get more detailed information. Thought it was kind of nice. The local radio stations are going to be broadcasting traffic and parking information. It could be fairly crowded in Beatrice. So plan accordingly would be the best information. Let's go down a little further in the website here. So Eclipse-wise, American Astronomical Society, and I'm not going to go into these, but some information that might be useful for those in Nebraska. This site is interesting. There are webcams on certain highways in Nebraska, and you can look at those webcams, get an idea of how heavy the traffic is. Again, some radio stations in southeast Nebraska that might be useful in sort of average weather prospects. Watching the eclipse online, if you can't get to the region of totality, you may wish to do that. So here's the NASA site that's going to have webcasts. And then they're worried a little bit that this website might get overloaded. So you may not have seen this one advertised, but this is the backup website in case this first one has too many hits. Information about libraries that are participating in eclipse viewing. Other organizations having viewing parties, the Museum Alliance indicated there. Astronomy clubs may have some activities before the eclipse, some educational activities. Some other things, the St. Joe site. If you're a ham radio operator, you may want to participate in trying to detect changes in the ionosphere as the moon's shadow sweeps across. They're hoping to make a big movie of the eclipse from Oregon to South Carolina from materials that are submitted to this site after the eclipse. And Sky and Telescope weather forecast tips. eclipse events, Wikipedia, and then a block of weather information. I'm not going to go to that in this video, but you can get an idea of where the moisture in the atmosphere is tracking. That might give you an idea of how to prepare your viewing site. If I am not going to try to travel. I've picked a viewing site and I'll go there. If it's unfortunately it's cloudy, at least it'll get dark when it's cloudy as the moon shadow sweeps by. But I'm just a little hesitant to travel too far because of the traffic possibilities. Might not be good. And then there are some smartphone apps. I've not really evaluated these, so use caution. Some of these do ask you for payment. If you want to see a past solar eclipse and some of the awe in people's voices, that's available too. So there's some resources that will hopefully gather, you can gather information from them. Again, the link that you want to look at is astronomy.gpclements.com, the link that's in the large font. I may update this again. It's April 8th or August 8th was the last video. Then I do have a Word document that you can click here and download things you should do to prepare for watching the eclipse, especially if you're going into the region of totality. So feel free to explore the rest of this as you have time. I hope you are well prepared for the solar eclipse August 21st, 2017.